Hello everyone, welcome to Stay Past YouTube channel. My name is Anne Otieno.
And I'm Janice Atieno.
And together we are
the Real Estate Sisters.
So, we're on this journey of this rich life, I guess, is it?
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know, do you see yourself living in the US for a long time? For good, or do you have a dream location where you're okay, this is where I would like to retire, or where you would like to live? Where is that?
Yeah, to be honest, before I came here, I used to think oh my God, I would want to live here, never go back. But to be honest, right now, my dream location is a village somewhere in Kenya with big farms. I know it's weird, but I'm tired of the city life.
But is it a village, normal village? It's a luxurious village that has light, that has water, running water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or do you want to just go live in the jungle? What village? How does this village look like?
Obviously, it's luxurious village. With all the amenities electricity, water, and now even if you see those people who live off grid, to be honest, I would love that.
No internet, no nothing.
No, I can have the internet thanks to Starlink.
So how are you off grid?
I'm off grid because, for instance, with electricity, I can use solar. But right now we have really high quality solar that can support big homes, and then if the government is not providing water, I can have my own borehole and I'll never run out of water. And then I'll have a big backyard, and then outside the backyard I have a farm, maybe full of wheat or something. And then
So is this village? Which country?
I would love Kenya because it has the foods that I'm familiar with.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Wow.
How about you? What's your dream location?
I don't know. I think I need to visit more places to really know where. I think I have an idea what I want. Kind of similar, just being in a good scenery, vegetation, good food, natural food. So considering the places I've gone to, US, Kenya, and another place I visited is Uganda. I really liked the west of Uganda. It was really beautiful, the mountains and the green, how green it is, the matoke or the bananas was just so green and so nice. And then they also have really good food. They have really good food. The pineapples there taste good, and the mangoes, and they don't cook with oil for the most part. Yeah, so that was very interesting. Yeah, so I think I liked that. So when I was there, I was imagining that, if I could just have a house up there, but it just has to, you need to have electricity and water and internet. As long as those are there, I think I could do it, just living at the top of the mountain. And it has a road that leads to the mountain.
Yeah.
Good roads, definitely. So yes, I think that's a place that I wouldn't mind retiring there, actually. I wouldn't mind. And I think in Kenya, I think some areas around Maseno are very, I just want somewhere that's not cold, it's not hot. It's very green, and the temperature is pretty manageable as well. So I don't know, maybe Uganda or Kenya, I don't know, or maybe we'll go to Europe and see.
Yeah. To be honest, we affirm these dreams.
I've seen
because
pictures from Iceland.
Yeah, because before something is ever created, you have to create it in your mind.
Yeah, that's true.
So
look at you throwing inspirations. Create it in your mind first.
Girl, positive affirmations and rich life affirmations. We are not born into poverty. Success is not an option.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So today we are going to talk about common real estate scams to watch out for when you're buying property in Kenya. Because the only way you can avoid being scammed is being aware of the type of scam that is out there. Yeah. So we came up with a list that we thought would be helpful to help someone who's trying to acquire property to watch out for. So I'll start with fake listings. So we have various listing websites where people list properties for sale. And you have to be really vigilant when you're going through those listings. Make sure that whoever is listing the property is the true owner or has been given permission by the owner to list the properties, be it for rental, sale. Just to make sure that nobody is luring you with fake listings. Maybe you end up like transacting some money and then they disappear.
Yeah.
So it's really important to authenticate that the listing is valid.
Yeah. Do you have a listing, a marketplace, like a listing where for Kenyan properties? Like if you want to buy a property, where do I find them?
Like, to be honest, I don't even know. Maybe maybe we do have, but you see here like how we have Zillow. It's like automatic. Everyone knows Zillow, Redfin,
everything.
But maybe we do have them. But
yeah, I think that's something we need to probably look into, because I know your property boy, you kind of used social media for the most part, right?
Yeah, I used like Instagram and YouTube to watch what the agents were posting.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's probably like TikTok, probably like a lot.
Yeah, also be very careful, especially even social media. They will list them, though someone could list fake listings and you end up like, maybe you're looking for property to rent and then you pay money and you never see or hear from that person. Or maybe they're listing a property for sale. Maybe you enter into a fake deal for a listing that is not authenticated. So
yeah, that's a good one. Okay, let's see. The other one is double selling. So I think this is pretty common. So double, is it even double or triple or 10 pro? I don't even know if it's double, because they could sell the property like 10 times to 10 different people. But basically, this happens a lot. This happens a lot at home, where somebody will sell land, or even like sell a building or sell a house. I think land, especially land. They will sell land and then, then sell it again to the next person. And then the next person will come again, they show them money, then they sell it again. So it's like, this land has been sold to like 10 different people, like 5 different people. So just being very careful, and as you said, like in one of our discussions, being able to verify, because when they're selling it, then means it's like definitely like fake titles. So being able to like verify using lawyers, doing due diligence to ensure that the property is actually legit, or the title that they're showing you is legit. So I think this is very common, very, very common. Yeah, so just being able to ensure that you check to avoid all this. Yeah.
Yeah, remember like the story of your friend that you told me about, whose land was double sold?
Yeah. Or triple sold.
Yeah, so be aware that those things happen. Bogus agents. Yeah, you have to make sure that you verify the credential of the agents, that they are registered and they have a good reputation, because a bogus agent could ruin your life by making you purchase a property that is not what you needed. That is why it's important to check their reputation, because if they have a reputation of maybe conning people, things like that, it's a red flag. Or so a good agent will really help you make the right decision when you're looking to purchase a property.
Yeah. And something, I think somebody said like on Instagram nowadays, because people think you can trust Instagram, or like when somebody like records a video, they're like, it's a real person, But yeah, so just being able to show, even if you see like it's all glittering on Instagram, because Instagram people can be really fake, but just being able to like double check that that is the actual job. Yeah. Some people can just like post something or post a nice video and then you'll be all lured to buy. And then the other thing is unfinished projects. So this, in one of our videos we said as well, like people just, you buying projects that are not done, and they'll tell like, oh yeah, we're gonna get it done, and then they lure you to make installments, lying to you like everything's gonna be ready, but you have to make installments first, you have to make your payment first and all that, and then they don't finish your projects, or they don't finish the projects, and As you say, there's women now who are crying, who have lost their $50,000, 5 million Kenyan shillings, because of a project they had a hope for, and now it's turned out to be a ghost town. They were hoping to have this, cool retirement community, but then it's not there anymore. So just being very cautious on unfinished projects, and if you do trust somebody, if you're buying something like under construction, I think that's pretty common as well. So being able to ensure that before you pay all the money, well, you've done all the other due diligence and you have the lawyers and all that, but before you pay all the money, ensure that the project actually is done first. Yeah, before doing that.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
Yeah, and also like because right now of the trend of buying properties that have not even like broke the ground. So what are they called? I think off-plan projects.
Off-plan, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really important to do a background on the developer to make sure to see their track record, because track record never lies.
Yeah, that's true.
Data never lies. So just make sure you check their track record to see, do they finish projects on time? So what's their reputation? Yeah. So non-existent properties. Yeah, we've had like people, maybe let's call them scammers, because that's what they are, like selling properties that do not exist.
With real titles.
With real titles, yeah. Like literally, I think they just walk into a cyber cafe and come up with a title that looks like the government issued title.
Yeah.
So make sure that, especially people who are abroad, because those are the ones who tend to buy online, because they are not physically there to see the property. So someone can just tell them that this property is going on, blah blah blah, and then you end up buying like a property that does not exist.
Yeah.
So always make sure to do like a physical inspection. If you're not there, send a trusted individual. I don't want to say family or friend, a trusted individual.
Underline.
Yeah, before you even make any payment, or even before you think of buying the house or property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have our final one, which I think we probably mentioned it as well on the other scams. So this one is title deed fraud. And as you said, that people can create fake documents, fake employment, fake everything, fake ID, fake title deeds, and this has happened. And it happens in Kenya a lot. So just being able to ensure that whatever the title is, have you confirmed with the land Ministry of Lands to confirm the ownership of who actually owns the land. If you're able to like see like the history as well on that land, so just going to the Ministry of Land and seeing that. And sometimes people can go to Ministry of Lands and exchange, even like neighbors can like change so many things around the land that you actually like want to buy. So being able to like check those as well. So just invest, take time, go to the Ministry of Lands, ensure that you confirm the ownership, because the deed will be looking real. It will look real. It will not have any signs of like, oh, this is fake something, because they know how to do it properly. This is like their profession. So just take your time, do your due diligence, go to Ministry of Lands. I think they should be trusted. Right. For the most part.
We hope so.
Yeah, right. We hope so.
Yeah, and also like, an interesting thing is that, especially when you're buying a family-owned land or property, make sure every single family member signs off the title. This is including their child.
Especially daughters now. You know, that's a thing. Daughters have a right to own land.
Oh yeah, so maybe they did not consult the daughter and they sold it, and then the daughter takes you to court.
Yes, I know family friends that have lost land actually. Yeah, one of somebody that the daughters just came back.
Yeah,
and they're like, yeah, we want land. Yeah, and all of that. So their daughters, like when a family is doing dividing the land. Sometimes the men ignore the daughters, but the daughters have to be there and say that they have to sign that whether they want the land or not. They have to sign like, oh, I want land or I don't want land. So that's a thing currently in Kenya. So yeah, so I think they call it something, but you have to ensure that daughters have signed off their dad's land, because they have a right to land. What if you don't get married? You need land.
Yeah, can you imagine like there was a time like
Right.
women could not own land.
So if you didn't get married, you didn't have anywhere to live. You just lived in your mom's kitchen or what?
And you know what's funny? Like right now, most of those properties that have been bought, like especially in Nairobi, women are the ones who have bought them. So it's really interesting to see how women have grown in real estate in a field where like a few years back they could not even
own land.
Imagine.
Where your land ownership was tied to your husband. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, and that was not even yours, because if divorce was to happen, then you'll be...
Well, you'll have a place for your grave though. They'll always take you back to where you were married.
I know, that's like an African thing, culture,
so just ensure that daughters have signed off that title deed, because I've seen one of my people's land get taken away. Because the daughters came back and sold like 9 acres of land.
Wow.
And there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah. Actually, even like our famous athlete Kipchoge Keino, he's really famous. Most people know him. He breaks a lot of records, and actually he bought. Imagine a world-known athlete bought a land. And I don't know if it's still in court, but it was in court, because you know what? The husband sold without consulting the wife. And now the wife is in court.
Yes, women now have power. Women have power. Women definitely have power. You can go to Ministry of Lands and they will listen to you, which I think that is something that I really like, at least, considering like different things. But I like when women do go to court, they do actually listen to them. And personally, my mom have gone to court to stop land from being sold. So
you have experience.
Like when they go to sell it, like, where is this woman? Before that can happen, So don't ignore.
So it's really important to do your due diligence. If you do not understand the process of due diligence, the first thing that you have to do is to consult a legal person, a lawyer, mostly a real estate lawyer, because they understand the laws and the process. So whatever you do before putting your money, do your due diligence to avoid these scams.
Definitely. But I think those are some of the few ones. If we learn about more in the future, or if you hear stories, we'll share here. But let us know. Have you been scammed? Have you been scammed when trying to buy a property? Share down on the comments. And if you have more scams that people should be aware about, also feel free to add on the comments as well. And also like this video, share with your friends, share with your family, all your sisters who are trying to buy real estate, your brothers, everyone.
And subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we post a video, you can get a notification. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.